Good. How you doing?
How you feeling today?
Pretty good.
So you know what we're here for?
Yeah, I think.
What
I'm
are we
pretty
here
sure. To discuss Ms. Pugh.
So what you got to say first?
I'm out of strategies. Like I asked Angel, what are the strategies that we can have to work with Ms. Pugh?
So you got some suggestions?
We have done everything. I did what you told her to do. I included her child. She plays volleyball. The oldest one plays volleyball. She's always played a sport. The younger ones, we put the seeker in there, Mr. Slaughter, which is what she's still complaining about. She complained about it yesterday at the board meeting. Mr. Dunn has been the primary contact with her up until she came
I
in.
gave Angel some directives.
Mm-hmm.
She said you got a problem with the directives that I gave. Those are the strategies that I gave.
No, Angel said that. She said, I don't have any strategy. She said, you have to, don't kill the messenger. You need to talk with Dr. Sanford.
But
So anything else you want to say, Aisha? Because see, here's the problem I'm concerned about Miss Pugh.
Mm-hmm.
Cut and dry. I'm concerned about Harvard retaliating against her. She feels that. She has gone to 2 board meetings at this point, and she is adamant that it is happening. All right? I recognize that Ms. Pugh has some challenges. I recognize that her children have some challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I don't negate that. It's our job to work with her. If you're out of strategies, I'm going to suggest something. All right?
Okay.
Here are my suggestions. You take a look at these. The first one says, this is what Ms. Pugh is requesting. She wants retaliation against her and her children to stop. Let me give you an example. Ms. Pugh came back from the first board meeting. She had some Polishes. She feels that you all laughed at her. She feels she's been humiliated. That's an example. She stopped being mean about them not attending field trips and not listening to her children because they feel they don't have a voice with the adults at Harvard. It's one person who I think has a relationship with those children. That's Mr. Dunn. He's it. She wants to stop feeling like when she comes, everyone moves out of the way and don't want to deal with her issues. Now, my suggestion, move out of her way. That's my suggestion.
You said, wait a minute, you said she has a concern that stop feeling like when she comes, everyone moves out of her way. I'm the only one that moves out of her way. So I did just when Angel was there.
So here's what she said. She said last week that she came and the write-up was inappropriate. See, I guess here's my point that I think you all have got to get to the point of. When he gives her the write-up, he should sit her down. Sit her down and say, read this and see if you agree with it. She can read it right then. If there's a problem with it, I guess here's a couple things I would do with Ms. Pugh. Number one, I wouldn't talk to Ms. Pugh anywhere but in an office.
Okay.
That's number one. So let me give you an example of what I would do. This is what's really critical. You have someone who sits at the front desk when visitors come, am I correct?
No, we do not.
So how they get buzzed in?
They get buzzed in from Ms. Cochran.
So stop right
I
there.
try and
so
stop.
Ms. Cochran has to see her.
Yes, if she comes into, yes.
So when she sees her, here's what I'm imagining. You buzz her in, Ms. Cochran, this lady goes to your office. She stands at the counter. Ms. Cochran says, Ms. Pugh, come have a seat
in the office.
In the office.
Okay.
Notice what I'm saying. Ms. Cochran sits the lady in the office. That stops her. So here's what I've done now. I've cut her off. You know she's around. She's in one spot all the time. See, that's what I mean by y'all gotta think. Sit her there. I don't want her sitting in the outer office because she may overhear something. I want her to come to that counter, and once she gets to that counter, Ms. Cochran then says to her, come and sit in the office. The AP's office.
And wait for Mr. Dunn.
Pull the door closed.
Okay.
And leave her in there. Mr. Dunn then comes. Now, I would almost get to the point where Mr. Dunn and somebody else who's nice comes with Mr. Dunn. Because I don't want to put Mr. Dunn in a bad position either.
So now she's at the point where she's saying Mr. Dunn also is. So do you want Mr. Dunn and Ms. Hicks?
No,
or we can
I want you to vary it. I don't want her to get what we're doing.
Okay, so
All
the
right.
counselor, Ms. Hicks,
Whoever
Mr.
the case
Dunn.
may be, just alternate it a little bit so that the lady doesn't get what I'm doing to her. That's the right thing to do. They come in. If you got to get. So here's a couple of things too. If the kid, I heard the kid say, I'm upset. Da, 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 da. Have the kid call the mama.
She's done that.
Okay.
That's actually how she ended up there because the kid was pushing somebody on the playground, and then something else happened.
So
The kid called the mama.
Have you all tried to get a one-on-one for this? For her, how many kids did she have? She had 3. Did they have one-on-one?
She has 4. She has 4 there, and I've graduated 1.
Do they have one-on-one?
No.
So y'all need, whoever the baddest one is, you need to try to
We
get
tried to get the one-on-one. The issue with the youngest one, which is this has been going on for 4 years, Dr. Sanford.
I'm not trying to take.
We
mom
pushed
on
for
this.
that one-on-one
Here's
for the
what I'm
youngest
saying.
one.
Guess what I would do then? I would get me a miscellaneous employee.
Mm-hmm.
That miscellaneous employee,
Just sit with her. Okay.
every now and then, you can't make it obvious.
Now, Slaughter was the seeker because Slaughter had a relationship with those girls, and even when that was going on, he was teaching them how to
Is that not working?
She's saying that Slaughter is harassing the girl
Okay,
when the girl
so at
decided
this
to.
point, get another older person, preferably a woman who can deal with them a little bit. You got to switch them up though. You got to switch them up. Put the kid on them. Here's the other thing that I'm trying to get you to understand though. It's too much communication with your staff around this family. It's just way too much. And let me just say this to you: they're not going nowhere.
Oh, I know.
But listen, but you're not acting like you know that. I'm gonna tell you
Dr.
why.
Sanford, we don't even talk to the family. Everything she's saying is outright. I have not. My communication was on the first day of school. I asked her to volunteer.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, though. I just need you to understand what I'm saying to you. What I told you about sitting her in the office, that's strategy number 1.
Okay.
You gotta think about that kind of stuff, though. You gotta think about that. Strategy number 2, getting a miscellaneous employee. You gotta think about that. That's your job to think
And
about
then
that.
what happens when this is the issue with her 2 girls? They fight each other and fight others. But wait, listen, Dr. Sanford.
Okay.
The youngest one, we dealt with this 3 years in a row because we pushed and pushed for mom to get medication. She started school, no medication. She runs out. Yesterday she was running all over the school. She ran flat over an employee who was subbing for somebody else. That's what she does all day long. No one made any contact. No one says anything. The kids are angry because we are not saying anything. We're not doing anything. We have not made any contact. I have not reprimanded them. I have not suspended. I have not said anything. They have not gone on the trips because mom won't sign the trip slip, and we've given it to her 3 times. We sent it home with them individually.
So if the
She
youngest
finally.
child, hold up,
No,
the youngest child needs medication.
it's the next to the youngest. It's the girl. The boy, he is hyper, but he hasn't done any running around the school. But the girl has medication, and every year I say, Miss Pugh, you got to put her back on the medication. It's not working. You talking about a family that during the summer every day they said, Miss McCarthy, take the kids for the summer. You can have them for summer school. It's like, no, I can't. I can't have them for summer school.
Stop. Here's what I'm saying to you. Can you get the nurse to talk to the mother about giving her the medication?
I can't have Nurse Christine. I asked Nurse Christine. I can have Nurse Christine to contact her.
Have the nurse try contact.
Because I have not mentioned medication at all this year because I don't want her to say that I said that.
Have the nurse contact them.
Okay. So it's going to be the counselor, Hicks, and Dunn. They'll rotate around who talks with her. We can actually add Mr. Blissett as well. Mr. Blissett was the primary contact, but then he said it got to be too much.
What kind of teacher you had that left the kid? It doesn't.
We have a sub in special ed. She's on maternity leave, so she won't be back till January. So the teacher has a good relationship with them. So that's the issue.
So a lot of it is the eyes.
So, but this sub I have has been the same sub since the beginning of the year. She doesn't have a relationship with them.
And the skills to deal with a child like that.
And I've only had one special ed person apply for a position. I promote advertised position.
What grade is the one that runs around?
She's now in 5th grade.
How many minutes does she have in a regular classroom?
She's self-contained most of the time.
Oh, she is. She's self-contained.
Yeah, she doesn't have